The one thing NPCs fear most is when you suddenly realize you never need their approval to validate your right to exist in this world. Most people spend their whole lives trying to be a compliant cog fitting into society's rigid machinery. But the raw truth is, this world is not built of physical matter at all. It is a grand holographic illusion woven from the collective subconscious. Those routine-following NPCs around you who only breed anxiety and judgment are essentially stability patches for the system. When you pull back your focus, stop chasing emotional validation externally, and stop training yourself for arbitrary social standards, you will spot cracks in the system's underlying logic. What NPCs dread most is you breaking free from control. Once you shift from being the observed to the observer, you are no longer a character in the script. You become a screenwriter holding the pen. Many wonder, why do I grow more tired the harder I try? Because you are fighting against the preset program. You think you're leveling up, but you're only running in circles inside the numerical trap set by NPCs. True enlightenment is not gaining supernatural powers. It is undoing the endless labels pinned on you, undoing the fears you adopted just to fit in. Understand this, energy follows the observer effect. Fixate on suffering, and the system renders more suffering for you. Dwell on lack and scarcity, and the backend code keeps spawning scenarios of deprivation nonstop. That's why the more you care about others' opinions, the more resistance you face. Your overconcern feeds energy to these NPCs, granting them power over your reality. Once you cut off this energy supply completely, and stop draining your soul for petty, hollow validation, your entire energy field reverses instantly. At this point, the system triggers a collective defense mechanism. You'll find people around you inexplicably putting you down, mocking you, even ostracizing you. Do not fear. It is your awakening that has triggered their core code. They are not targeting you personally. They are terrified. For an undefined, utterly free human being is the biggest loophole in this rigid system. Every awakened soul is a high-level intercessor born with a mission. Your purpose here is not to pile up worldly wealth or chase lofty status and titles. It is to cut through the dense fog and reclaim your true self, unpolluted, unformatted by the world. Most so-called socializing is just NPCs sensing their code, talking about housing prices, salaries, how to sell their souls more efficiently. You must maintain a sacred sense of detachment. You can join the game of life, but never get lost in its map. Watch the world's chaos like watching a play, while keeping an undisturbed Pure Land in your heart. Remember, when you no longer fear death, loss, or being abandoned by the crowd, you reclaim the highest authority over your life. The mountains are no longer just mountains, people no longer just people. You come to see, all hardships test your inner resolve. All setbacks filter away your false attachments. When you fully return to your authentic self, those NPCs who once opposed you will fade away from your life, or be replaced by connections of a higher frequency. It is not that you defeated them. It is that your frequency has risen to a dimension they can never reach. In this dimension, you are the light itself, the very source of all creation. Stop searching the world for answers. You are the answer. Stop begging the divine for good fortune. When your mind returns to its essence, you are the divine manifested in this world. Live out your irreplaceable truth. Radiate joy that relies on no external conditions. The moment you attain full clarity and awakening, the whole universe will make way for you. In my upcoming premium content, I will share a life-protecting principle known to only 1 in 10,000 people. How to rewrite your subconscious code and activate an invincible mode in real life. Stay tuned.